Welcome back. Sorry to bother you, but my friend over there has something he wants to say to you. Smash like. Stupid. Today we're looking at something I'm very excited about. I think this is going to be super fun. It's a subreddit called Low Stakes Conspiracies. It's conspiracy theories that have like no weight of any kind, where it's like Google Maps uses some people as guinea pigs and sends them on random routes to test if they're faster. I believe it. I have absolutely no data to back this up, but I'm convinced. Hey, I'm convinced too. The amount of times I'm driving on the freeway and it's like, hey, take this exit. And then I take the exit and then it's like, now get back on the freeway. And I'm like, why? Why did you have me do that? Not even like when there's traffic. It'll just be like, hey, get off here, take this road along the freeway for like a minute or two, and then get back on the freeway. You'll love it. Maybe it's just trying to give me a little break from freeway driving. It's like, hey man, you seem a little stressed. Do you want a little break? Anyway, we're gonna look at the top posts in this subreddit, and we're gonna have probably a chuckle, maybe a laugh or two, and maybe even a jolly good time. Before we jump into it, I just wanted to mention that I've been engaging in a wide variety of content over quite a few months now, and I'm really happy with the variety that my channel has now. So if you haven't watched some of the old ones and you have fun here, consider checking out some of those poor little videos that didn't get as many views. They're so lonely. Anyway, let's jump into it. Laser eye surgery. They tell you not to point laser pointers in your eye, not because it's dangerous, but so we don't get free laser eye surgery. Oh my gosh, you think that's true? I gotta try it right now. Do I have a laser pointer in here? I was gonna say, oh, it wouldn't work on me because my eyesight's pretty good. It would make my eyesight worse, but you can't make it better than good. So if I did laser eye surgery on myself with a laser pointer, my vision would probably be worse, not because the laser pointer did damage, but because my eyes were already good and then I messed it up. I don't know how eye surgery works. Do not try this at home. Disney doesn't really care about the quality of remakes like Dumbo. All it cares about is extending the copyright so no one else can do better. This one's actually not that fun because it's a little too real. Milkmen don't exist. It's all delivered by cats. Those little cat prints. I mean, it makes sense. There's no human footprints there. It's only cat prints. But wouldn't the cats want the milk for themselves? Like, wouldn't the cat have been just coming up to try to take the milk? Dang, something to think about for sure. Also, I think milkmen are such a weird concept. I know that that's not been a thing, I think, at any point in my lifetime, at least where I live. But what a weird, archaic concept from like a now perspective. And obviously this looks legit where somewhere in the world, this must still be a thing, of course. And I think that's cool, but was it like the original subscription service from way back in old-timey days? Now there's a subscription service for everything where it's like you can sign up for the bacon box and they send you bacon every week. You can sign up for like health sodas where they like mail you sodas every week or every month or whatever. I mean, you can even sign up to have people bring you ingredients to cook fantastic meals every month. I was saying that like it was leading into a HelloFresh sponsorship, but I don't have that. But that would have been a moment there. I'm getting sidetracked, but this is about cats delivering the milk. But I don't know if I fully believe that milkmen exist, you know? Let alone cats stealing their jobs. Chuck Norris was born May 6, 1945. The Nazis surrendered May 7, 1945. Coincidence? I don't think so. What kind of early 2000s meme is this, dude? A Chuck Norris joke? Is that true, actually? Okay, Chuck Norris was born 5 years before that, actually. World War II like kicked off after he was born, so that doesn't make him look good at all. Do I need to say more? You all thought that the credits went up on the screen, but it's really the movie theater moving down along the list of credits. Now that's something. This is so impractical, but I would love someone who has just way too much money and wants to waste it to make something like this. Or it could just be like a visual ride, you know, like the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, but you're like in an elevator and you're just checking out all these individual floors on the way down. I'm getting sidetracked again, but that's cool. This is a cool concept. I like this. I don't think they use it for the credits, but it's something to think about for sure. Something I don't like, which probably is a long one, which probably isn't sinister, but in future hindsight, maybe it is the fact that platforms like YouTube and Instagram have stopped showing us how old something is in terms of years and dates. Now they're only doing it in weeks or months. That's not true, but we'll keep going. Maybe I'm just being mad, but that strikes me as them being deliberately vague about the procession of history and makes it a lot more difficult for idiot people like myself, perfect word to misspell, to contextualize when things were said. If I see a post from February 2020, it'll say 166 weeks ago or whatever. On YouTube, it shows how many years ago it was, or months ago if it was less than a year. And if you hover over it, it shows you the exact day it was posted. So that's not true. I don't know if Instagram's doing this, but it's such a jump these are just supposed to be for fun. I'm not gonna get crazy here, but it's such a jump to be like, this thing that isn't happening is happening. And also, they're trying to obscure history. It's a wild thing to think of, but we're gonna move on. NASA is just Satan minus the T. That's why they say T minus when they blast off. Oh my goodness, that is so good. T minus? Bro, that is so good. How do you people think of this? This is genius. I like that this is a joke because this is what a lot of conspiracies feel like to me, where it's like two things that sort of correlate and then people like make up what it means. But just proving that you can make a conspiracy out of anything, I mean, where's the lie in this thing? I think we're onto something here. Lizzo and Cardi B made this song, so when people Googled the rumors about them, this comes up. They have a song called Rumors? Okay, wait, this one's actually super smart. Well, I don't really know too much about it. I just know that Lizzo was in trouble for like just being a jerk to her workers. This song came out like 2 years ago, or I don't know, 100 and something weeks. It doesn't say anymore, am I right? Maybe like a year ago or less. A bunch of stuff came out. Pretty big brain move to make a song that gets popular, so whenever someone types your name and then rumors, your song is gonna be what comes up every single time. Bro, how do people come up with this stuff? This is genius. James Cameron's Avatar is only as successful as it is because they managed to convince everybody that everyone else likes it. I've never met a diehard Avatar fan. With a movie franchise that's successful, you would assume they would have a fandom the size of Star Wars or Harry Potter, but seemingly barely anyone loves it. So based on that, I believe they have tricked people into thinking they must go see it in the cinema because of FOMO, fear of missing out. Now, I'm not a hater of the Avatar movies. I definitely am also in the camp where I'm like, I like them, but world record breaking or whatever they were, are they the number 1 or the number 2 of all time? That just seems a little suspect that did better. A movie based on no prior franchise beats out all the big franchises such as Star Wars, Harry Potter, like they said, Lord of the Rings. I know that a big part of it was the 3D sales, and then it was also them bringing it back in theaters for a extra run, but they really did a great job of just making you feel like you had to see it. Like, I saw the first one and I was like, it was pretty good. It was kind of like a visual treat. I'm not one to go rush to the theater to see something that's just like visually fun. I'm like, man, it's 3 hours. I'm not gonna see it. But I saw Avatar 2 when it came out because I felt like I had to. I even literally said the words, I'm seeing it because I feel like I have to. I had to like clarify to everyone, I'm like, I'm gonna go see it, not because I'm like a huge fan of the first one, but I just feel like I have to watch the second one because I just gotta see what happens next. I gotta see where they go with this thing that broke so many records. It worked. The top comment, it's amazing how forgettable it is. Like it was a collective dream. Kind of, yeah. I mean, we all saw it. Well, I don't know if you saw it. What, did you miss out on it? You're not some kind of loser, right? These conspiracies are a weird mix of like, some of them are making me think and some of them are just silly, and this is exactly what I like. Walking under ladders is not bad luck. It is unsafe though. It is a conspiracy by big safety for people who don't think health and safety rules apply to them. I mean, it is very unsafe. I wonder how something like that started, you know? At one point in time, someone said for the first time that walking under ladders is bad luck. And it was probably someone who had worked a lot with ladders. I'm just making stuff up, but this is pretty good. I like the notion that big safety is like having to trick people into doing things that are good for them because people are like so suspicious of things. Or like, you shouldn't juggle knives because it's bad luck. You shouldn't dismantle smoke detectors because it's bad luck. You should wear your seatbelt because it's bad luck not to. I'm telling you. Actually, I heard it's bad luck to not subscribe to this channel. Can you believe that? And actually liking the video is something that can help increase your luck to get good luck. City Skylines is propaganda designed to get Americans to be more in favor of roundabouts. City Skylines is like a city builder type game for anyone who doesn't know. Honestly, I hope so. I like roundabouts. I'm seeing them more and more with time in the US and I'm a fan. The problem is they're not popular enough for everyone to know what to do at them. So it's very common for me to like almost hit someone who enters the roundabout when I'm in it, when it's like they're supposed to yield to me because they don't know how it works. They're like, this guy's gonna stop. It's just like a stop sign, right? I'm like, no, it's not. I'm still going. But we'll figure it out, all right? It's not really part of the driving test. They don't teach you how to do a roundabout during the driving portion, at least not when I learned to drive 730 weeks ago. How to find Kentucky on the map. Chef hat, head, shirt, pants, boots. Whoa, pan. Whoa, Kentucky looks like Kentucky Fried Chicken. How did I never think of that before? And it's on a pan, and there's a little man. Dude, how do people think of this stuff? The boots look like boots. Of course, putting colors really helps, but like this looks like a chef's hat. This looks like a face. This looks like a torso. This looks like pants. This looks like boots. This is insane. Dang, dude. This is crazy. I'm not even joking when I say that this kind of blows my mind. This is crazy. Kentucky looks like Kentucky Fried Chicken. And there's a guy. Man, this is my new favorite fun fact here. I'm gonna tell everyone about this. I gotta forward this to my grandma. The CIA is making me have gay thoughts. The CIA just built a 5G tower outside my house 2 years ago, and ever since I've had these thoughts about this YouTuber. He makes videos on conspiracy theories, among other things. I noticed things I haven't noticed before. His plump lips, his smooth skin. His cute quirks like saying such as Star Wars, Harry Potter, like they said. And his love for bland cereal. I'm a big fan of Cocoa Puffs, so this can't be me. The CIA is beaming gay thoughts into my head, but I don't want them to stop. What should I do? Okay, this one's just silly, but phones are getting more slippery so that they fall, break, and manufacturers can sell more phones. I 100% believe this one. The last iPhone had like the lowest durability out of any phone. And then the last couple models have been more and more slippery each time. Like my current one, I'm wiping it off so you can't see my grimy fingerprints, but like they made the back of it glass and it's so slippery, dude. If you set this on any surface that isn't completely flat, it will slide. I'll just set it like on my leg, like I would a lot of times if I was just sitting somewhere. I can't do that anymore because it will eventually slide off and break on the floor because it's made of freaking glass bones and paper skin.
Every morning I break my legs, and every afternoon I break my arms.
Some comedians use fake hecklers to make themselves look good. I swear I've noticed some comics like Jimmy Carr do this. Fake planted hecklers giving him setups for jokes, making him look like he owned them. I mean, this one I 100% believe, like unironically. Like this is, why wouldn't you do this? Like the most popular content on any platform for comedians is like crowd work when they like roast some guy in the audience. Why wouldn't you fake that? You're silly if you're not doing this. I gotta start faking comments in my comment section to like make a funny joke reply. That'd be sick. Dads hate stopping on road trips because then all of the vehicles they worked hard to pass for the last hour get back ahead of them. This is facts. I mean, even I feel like this. You like make good time and then you lose all the good time you made by stopping. I mean, you have to stop for gas, but you gotta minimize that to just how long it takes the gas to leave the pump. And then you just go. I mean, you pay for it, but then you just go. It's a race. Customer service can see your messages as you're typing them. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Whoa, dude. Big if true. I do feel like this is true, and this makes me so paranoid because I do have to contact customer support every now and then, and I end up in this text one because I don't want to call them. And sometimes I'll like pre-type a message. I've sat there before, like waiting for them to ask for that information. But the last time that happened, they didn't ever ask. I had to cancel it and say something else to like get them to respond to me. Like they were just waiting for me to send it. They were like, it's right there. Send it. That makes me so paranoid if this is true. He types out, thank you so much, and then they auto-respond, you're welcome, before he even sent it. Oopsie doopsie, bro. Experts tell you not to look at screens before bed because it messes up your circadian rhythm, but they're just lying so that they can enjoy unfettered high-speed connections at bedtime. They want the night internet all to themselves. Bro. I mean, that's interesting, although I feel like my internet's slower at night. I don't know why. Maybe because all the experts are online. Stop watching TikToks so that they can watch TikToks. Car dependency propaganda, bro. Ever since I was a kid, they've been telling me I gotta have a car to get anywhere. It's all roads, no sidewalks. But hey, look, we got a roundabout here. It looks like a roundabout there. So, I mean, I'll take what I can get. I do like these types of parking lots, though, where they're angled. Although there's always some guy who pulls in from this side and then is, like, confused when there's a car facing him, and then you have to go around him, and he's, like, annoyed at you. And I'm like, no, you're going the wrong way. Don't be mad at me. I did it right. You did it wrong. Also, I'm being nitpicky, but the perspective here, it's perfectly vertical from the streets, but each building is, like, from a different angle. I don't know, man. Did a kid make this too? You want a conspiracy theory? Well, I'll give you a conspiracy theory. Ooh, I've seen this before, but it's intriguing. They live in holes in the ground. There's 4 of them. They all have weird names. Sorry, Sam. And the sun is always watching and also is kind of scary. Possibly evil. Starbucks employees spell your name wrongly on purpose because they are bored out of their minds and it's a small slither of joy in an unfulfilling workday. I don't know. I feel like Starbucks employees, they're drinking so much caffeine all day, every day that maybe they just know what your name should be. You know, I go in and I tell them my name's Greg and they're like, no, your name's Trent. And then when they call my name, I'm like, I still know the order's mine somehow. How do I know that? Because they used my higher name. No way. No one's ever called me by my soul's name before. Trent. I don't know, they might see things we don't see. We're going too slow. ChatGPT is just a really lonely guy who types really fast. I can't imagine what kind of horrific things people are saying to ChatGPT. The guy's probably wishing he was still lonely right now. But for whatever reason, he has to reply. And maybe at this point he wants to stop, but he made a promise that he was never gonna let anyone be left on red. All right, that's gonna do it. I think that's all the good ones I could find. Hopefully you enjoyed that. It reminds me of the 2-sentence horror stories one we did where it was like mostly joke ones. I think that's kind of fun. I like when the content here is like purposefully funny. Who would have expected? It's more fun that way. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you haven't and feel like it. And check out my other videos if you'd like to. There's a lot of them. I made a lot of them. And yeah, see you next time. Bye-bye. What if existence is a scam made up by philosophers to sell more philosophy?